Okay, I'm Rich Killblane from Virginia Aikikai, and I have my sparring partner Amanda Olmstead with me. And I think the debate about whether Aikido actually works or not is pretty much dying out because most of the critics have kind of changed their mind on it. And there's been a number of Aikidoists out there who have actually been sparring to show that it does work. So what we're going to do now is show you a couple techniques and how they work that we find worked in sparring. And we're going to show Ikkyo, sankyo, and kokunagi off of the lead punch. All right, so, and it's from the underarm hook. All right, Amanda throws the underarm hook or the lead punch. The underarm hook would come from there, and it's interesting is who came up with this, okay? We film our sparring. Actually, throw that punch again. I've seen this done by other martial artists, but we were filming some of our sparring, and Amanda, hooked that punch, and I watched it. She didn't know what to do from it. I watched it, and I'm like, I think there's a technique there. So we began to do these drills, and we found that you can get Ikkyo and you can get sankyo. So we'll do the sankyo first. Okay, now if you're one of those early rigid styles, you can just catch it like this, hook underneath, and you've got sankyo. Okay, over here. All right. So when I say a rigid style, not a lot of up and down. A lot of your early Aikido schools were like that. Important thing is to get her over that lead foot. And when you bring this here, keep her over that. Your motivation is that punch right there. You don't actually move around like this. I know with a lot of the traditional styles, that's why you keep that there. You don't go on and walk through here. So if you walk through here, actually here I'll show you. So I'm punching there, you come in here. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. You're walking into a guillotine, all right? So, actually I'll throw that one again. So here, yeah, she wants to go that way, okay? And it's because it also keeps me stretched out and it keeps me over this foot. All right. Throw it again, here, there. All right. Now, easy enough. Now, a couple things. Now, if you're a softer style, one of the earlier styles over here, okay, what you actually want to do is get a very light touch here, sink, continue to go through here, and get this little up and down motion like that. And you'll find it a lot more fluid. Amanda has gotten that several, if you check out some of the earlier videos, okay, you can see where she has gotten that. Okay. And the movement keeps you away from this extra punch. Now I'm going to show you something, so let's do this slow again. Here, okay, and let's get lined up. Now, one of the things we have found, all right, so try to get sankyo. So she's trying to get sankyo. Everything I've always been taught, trying to get it straight up and down. But what we found is if you just relax your, so all she has to do is leave that there and sink, and this falls right into place. So, and that will work on your traditional Aikido also. Now the other one, Ikkyo. It's set up the same way. So you throw the punch, underarm hook, but this time when I catch, so where this hand feeds her hand to yours, and you can go into sankyo, this time you want to get that elbow up. Now the wonderful thing about that is punch. Punch. You get that elbow, get back into here. You get that elbow up. Yeah, you have got control. Okay? Even she can do it. Okay. Now, if you're looking at like, you know, this working in sparring, check out the previous video. She does 3 3-minute rounds and she pulls all these off. All right, now throw it again. So again, you want to keep your uke over their lead foot. And what I like to do is when I'm feeding this back, up here like this, get that straight up and down. And then lead. Now, you can sit there and crank it on and hurt their shoulder and their elbows. But if you move the elbow this way,
Following the arm.
over here, the elbow wants to go that way. It will make it a lot easier. All right, anything you can think of about, oh yeah, watch this, watch this. Okay, so weaker person going against strong person. I'm gonna get my elbow up. Yeah, I can resist that. But I can't keep my hand up. I can keep her from raising my elbow. But if you're weaker than if you want to get somebody strong, drop the hand. If you've seen the sparring video of me and Andy is like solid. I can't lift his elbow up, but I can drop his hand. Okay, now, the one technique we have not gotten in sparring is kokunagi. Now, Jim Baker, who I train under, he's the head instructor of Aikido of Norfolk, showed me a technique, showed me a way to get it, and we've been working on it. We haven't pulled it off in sparring yet, but I'll show you what he showed it. Now, and I like this one because it really shows you how to move your lower body along 3 axes, okay? So as she throws this, I want to be here, all right? Now,
Quarter turn more.
yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so I'm going to drop this hip, turn, drop this hip, and then that's where because we weren't getting it. We were getting it about here, and we sent Jim the video, and he's like, quarter turn more with your hip. Okay, now let me explain something. Now, you can see that she's reaching out to touch me. That's a pressure testing. Take a boxing stance. All right. The whole objective of this is to take that punch away. You want your uke balanced over that lead foot. This hand draws that shoulder, draws this shoulder back, takes them off balance. And we'll do it on this side. All right. My other side. Okay, here, there. Okay. And there's a couple ways. Okay, so if you, I'll do it slow. So catch here, sinking, dropping this, and then we were stopping here. When Jim said just a quarter turn more, I'm using this hip to draw that out. That's what's getting her balanced like that. Now I can either step through or I can cut down for sumio toshi, okay? Yeah, that's good. Well, take it. All right. Anything you can remember about some of the nuances of this technique
I
that you
remember
had?
when you first get it, you need to sink and turn.
Okay, but it's a lot of up and down movement. Okay, so if you look at the 3 axes, so as you're punching, as Jim would say, okay, and the light. That's the other thing. Okay, if you come from a rigid style, this is what I wanted to explain. If you just move along this axis, go ahead, here, and try to cut it, you just turning them into a punch. That's what I want to remember. So this is why, and Jim, drop that hip, cut, drop that hip, and that puts them into the proper position. Anything I missed?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, all right. There's 3 techniques that we have, well, 2 that we've actually found work. You can watch the videos of Amanda throwing me around. You will see 2 of those, and the last one is one we're actually working on, okay? All right, thank you, give it a try.